Hi guys, I'm going to start today with some bar exercises using a chair. A kitchen chair works perfectly fine. And we're just going to start standing facing the back of our chair, hands lightly on top. And let's start in a Pilates V position, heels together, toes apart. And we're just going to start by going into releve. We're going to lift the heels, bend the knees, lower the heels, lift back up. Lift the heels, bend the knees, lower the heels, and lift. And just remember to keep everything nice and tight in the waist, gathered into your center, core pulled in, belly button to the spine. Heels up, bend, heels down, lift. Heels up, bend, heels down, lift. Let's do two more like this. Knees tracking right over the toes. And then we're going to switch it. We're going to bend down, lift the heels, and lift up, lower the heels. Bend down, lift the heels, lift up, lower. Down, lift, up, lower. Down, lift, up, lower. And just grow nice and tall through the spine as you come up, and connect with your breath. Really trying to pull those deepest layer of abdominals in as you exhale. Not death gripping the chair here, just a nice light presence on the chair, just for balance. And let's do two more. And lower down. Let's bring the feet to parallel. And we're going to go into some single leg work. So we have a little hinge forward here at the hips. And feet are parallel, hip distance apart. Let's start with the left leg. We're going to pull the knee up towards the chest. Exhale, kick the leg back. Inhale, pull the knee up. Exhale, kick it back. And we're going to keep our foot flexed here to start, which is going to help with the abdominal work. And then we're going to switch it, and we're going to point the toe in a little bit, and that'll help with our hip flexion. So inhale when the knee comes up, exhale to bring the leg back. And then we're going to switch to pointing. So we point the toe, point and extend. Bend and point and extend. Keep breathing. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and you're also getting this arm work here. 1, as you bend and extend. Other side. So start with the foot flex, knee up, and kick the leg back, bend the knee to come forward. Foot stays flexed. Soft bend in your standing leg. So really try to keep the shoulder blades down the back here as you bend and extend the arms so that the shoulders are coming up by the ears. And then let's switch to our pointed foot. So point the toe, reach it back. Point, reach, point, reach, point, reach. Really using the lower abs to pull that knee up and using the back of the legs and the glutes to reach the toes back. Trying to touch the wall behind you, but not literally. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Okay, now we're going to turn and do some side body work. So you're going to reach your leg out, reach your arm up and over. Find that length through the side body here. Bend knee to elbow and reach. Knee to elbow, reach. So using the obliques here to connect, pointing the toe and reaching out long. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, other side. Again, toe out long, arm up and over, elbow to knee, and reach. And just try to keep your rib cage nice and connected here, interlaced and connected down to the abdominal wall, keeping everything in line, rib cage right over the hips. And as the arm comes up and over, the shoulder doesn't start to creep up. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Turn back and face your chair again, and we're just gonna do some squats. So feet are gonna be parallel, further than hip distance apart, still externally rotated. Exhale, just lower the hips down, press through the heels to lift back up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Lift up, lift the heels, keep the heels lifted, and same thing, we squat and extend, squat and extend, squat and extend. Heels stay up. Chair is helping us with our balance. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, lower the heels. Okay, now we're gonna work on, instead of lengthening through the side body here, we're gonna extend the arm forward as the leg goes back and then pull elbow to knee in front of us. So left arm forward, left leg back, bring it back, center forward. Extend, bend, extend, bend. Reaching. So we have this expansion as we reach, contraction as we pull the elbow to the knee. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Other side. Right elbow, right knee in front. Reach the arm forward, send the leg back, pull it back in. Exhale to send it out, inhale to pull it in. Try to keep the hips square. Keep the toes pointed. Energy through the fingertips as you extend. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Good. Roll the shoulders down and back. And bring your chair more towards the center of your mat. Grab your weights. And we're going to use the other side of the chair. We're going to do some arm work. So, feet are parallel, hip distance apart. Like you're sitting down in your chair, but we're just going to tap the hips. You're going to send the hips down as you send the arms up, working on the back of the shoulders, and then lift. So butt goes down, arms lift, and back up. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. And now same thing, but we go into tricep kickbacks. So hips back, arms back, bend the elbows as the hips come up. A little bit of triceps, keeping the shoulder blades squeezing and pulled down. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift back up. Okay, now we're going to turn and face the chair, and we're going to get a nice hip flexor stretch as we do some biceps. So right foot on top, left foot back, and you're just going to start to push the hips forward, getting that nice hip flexor stretch on the left side. Holding it here, left heel is lifted. Bicep curl, elbow raise. Bicep curl, elbow raise. So just getting that nice stretch while we work the arms. Again, making sure the rib cage isn't popping open. Working the shoulders and the biceps together. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Right foot back, left foot forward. Lean into that leg, finding that length through the front of the right thigh. And now we're gonna go into some shoulder presses. So just over, pull the elbows down. Tap, pull the elbows down. So we're working the shoulders on our shoulder press, and then as we pull the elbows down by our side, we're working the lower lats and the lower traps. So as you pull the elbows down, think of pulling the shoulder blades down and together, and then reaching. Also working our serratus anterior, which is a muscle in our back that connects our shoulder blades to our rib cage. And it's a muscle that gets forgotten about sometimes. So let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Good, so we're done with the chair for now. So let's take that out of the way. You can put it over to the side. And let's come down on our mat and get some good extensions in. So come down all the way to your hands and knees, and then lie flat down on your belly. Prone, legs go out long. And let's take the hands right underneath the shoulders. Pull the elbows in by your side. Lengthen through your belly as you lift up, pressing your hips down into the mat. Reach the crown of the head forward, come up into your swan, and then lower back down. And reach up into your swan, and lower. So really trying to focus on keeping the core tight, reaching longer through the spine as we lift up, and lowering back down. Also using the arms here to help, and making sure we're breathing. We're gonna add the legs in. So as we lift the body up, we're gonna cross the legs, lifting, and then lowering them back down. Next time we lift, we switch, we cross opposite and lower. So it's right over left, down, and then left over right, down. I think I did that opposite, but you get what I'm saying. Down, down. So just getting that back body work here, stretching out the front of the body. And by adding in the legs, we're putting a little bit more work into the back of the legs and stretching out the front of the legs a little bit more. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Reach the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers, let your head fall to one side, and just try to reach your hands further down towards your toes, opening up the front of the chest. And let's reach the arms out long, reach the legs back, lift arms and legs up, hovering, and we're just gonna send the arms out to a T, tap the fingertips behind the back, and then reach the arms out long again. So the legs stay lifted, they're holding, the arms are circling around forward, and big wings all the way back. Again, keeping the collarbone nice and wide here. Everything is lifted. And let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower everything back down. Reach back with your right arm, grab your right foot, pull it in, pulling that heel towards your right glute, and release other side. Pull the left foot in, left heel towards your left glute, and release. Let's come up to our 4-point kneeling position, and let's do some more glute leg work here. So staying in our quadruped position, we have the shoulders right over the wrists. Let's send the right leg back, and we're gonna just cross right knee over left leg, reach back, pull the right knee up and over to the right. So it's back, across, back, pull up and over. Back, reach, in between each one. Make sure the belly stays firm. And we don't want too much movement in the hips here, so if you need to slow it down, you can. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower down, other side. Reach the left leg back, cross left knee over the right leg, reach, and then pull the left knee up and over to the left and reach. So it's a bend, extend, but we're just bending opposite ways each time. Let's go. Keep the breath pattern synced up with your movement. And trying to focus on the abdominal connection here so that you're not feeling it in the lower back, you're just feeling it in that left glute, and you're feeling the right glute as it holds you in place. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And a couple cat-cows, tuck the tailbone, send the tailbone up. Pull the belly in as you tuck the tailbone, and relax the belly as you send the tailbone up. Feet are flat on the ground. Hold in your quadruped position. Bring the hips down to the heels and then back up. Hips down to the heels and back up. So we're just getting that lower back stretch as we send the hips down. And then we're working the back of the legs as we come back up. Good. Stay here. And then let's go all the way into the swan position. Pull the shoulder blades down. And 4-point kneeling, hips back. And again, just hips back and hips up. Strengthening the knees joint as well. And let's go for 3, 2, back into our swan, back work. Press the legs down into the mat. Reach the crown of the head up, look up with the eyes, pull the shoulders away from the ears. And back into child's pose. Reach the arms out long, roll out the wrists a little bit to give your wrists a nice break. And then just send the hips side to side like a typewriter, kind of. Good. Okay. Let's come down onto our seat, our butt. Reach the legs out long. Reach the arms forward. And we're going to start to roll back. So tuck the tailbone, pull the belly in. Roll all the way down until your shoulder blades touch the ground. Reach the arms overhead. Bend the knees, and let's do a couple glute bridges. Arms down by your side. Tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, articulate up. Inhale at the top, exhale. Articulate the spine all the way down. Inhale, tuck. Scoop and lift. Pull the heels in towards the glutes at the top. Exhale to roll back down. Let's do 2 more. Roll up. And roll back down, roll up, and roll back down. Spine is neutral. Let the knees fall to the left, turn your head to the right, and back to center. Knees to the right, turn your head to the left, and center. Send your arms out wide to a T, palms pressing down into the ground for balance. Imprint the spine, bring your legs up to tabletop. And we're gonna go into some can-cans. So you're gonna dip the knees to the right, and then pull center, dip the knees to the left, and pull center. Dip to the right, center, dip to the left, center. We're gonna add an extension, so dip to the right, extend and bend, center to the left, extend, bend, center. Right, extend, bend, center, left. Let's do a few more of these. Left. 2 more. Last one. We're gonna do full knee circles, so like you're stirring a pot with your knees. We dip to the right, and then you circle the knees around. Legs go out all the way to the left, pull it back in, switch sides. To the left, stir the knees around to the right, and center. So every time you're just reversing directions and going the other direction. Getting that full range, using all the muscles in the core, the obliques, the lower abs, transverse abdominals. And let's do a few more each way. And last one. Pull the knees in, hug the knees into the chest, roll side to side on your lower back. Okay, so this next one is a little bit more challenging, and you can decide to do this without weights or you can use your weights. I'm gonna use mine. So we're gonna stand in the center of our mat, weights in hand, and we're just gonna take a deep inhale. Feet are parallel, hip distance apart. Inhale, lift the arms up, and just exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, lift the arms up, exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, tuck the chin. We're gonna roll all the way down. And then we're gonna walk the hands forward, walk the feet back into a plank position. We're gonna hold here. Heels go down, heels come up. Finding your plank, activating all the muscles in the front and in the back of the body. And we're gonna bring the left hand center, turn, go into our side plank, hold, and then we're gonna pull elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee, reach. 2 more. Center, other side. Side plank, hold, elbow to knee, reach. Elbow to knee, reach. 3, 2, 1. Center, hold, heels down, heels up, heels down, heels up. Walk the feet in towards the hands and roll the spine all the way up, arms overhead. Arms out to the side, palms face down, palms up, palms down, palms up. So the shoulders are staying down, but we're just twisting here. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms overhead, elbow to knee, reach. Elbow to knee, reach. Elbow to knee, reach. So the feet are parallel, hip distance apart. When the knee comes up, the leg starts to externally rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the arms down. Let's do a nice side bend stretch to the left and to the right. Walk the legs out nice and wide and arms out to a T again. Twist, twist to the left, center, twist, twist to the right. Twist, twist to the left. Twist, twist to the right. And bring the arms down, walk the feet back in, roll the shoulders down and back. And then we're just gonna do some arm circles. Arms out to a T and circle here, reaching. Circle and reverse, other way. Making sure the rib cage stays directly over the pelvis. Squeeze the glutes. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Good. Let's get rid of the weights. And let's go into some more ab work. Let's come to the front of our mat, cross the ankles, and send the arms forward. I want you to slowly lower the hips and see if you can make it all the way down to the mat. Nice and slow. Okay, let's bring the hips back, send the legs out. Again, arms out long, shoulders down. This time, instead of tucking the tailbone and rolling back, we're gonna keep a flat back. We're gonna hinge and lift back up. And hinge and lift. So the sits bones are even. Lift, flat back position, and lift. And we're gonna hinge and twist to the left. Center, hinge to the right. Center, hinge to the left. Center to the right. Center, hinge back and hold. And then I want you to stay here, reach the arms up and hold. Stay here, and then I want you to look up and hold. And you might start to feel that shakiness, that tremble here. The abs are working. And lift back up. Good. Now again, roll the shoulders back and down, point the toes, flex, point and flex. Keep them pointed. Try to reach the crown of the head down towards your knees here. Give your lower back a little stretch. And then some more abs. Okay, arms out long. This time we're gonna tuck the tailbone, roll back halfway. And then I want you to hold and pulse. And pulse. Reaching the fingertips up. Hold here. Twist to the left. And pulse. Little pulses here. Feeling it in those right obliques. Center, twist to the right, and pulse. Feeling it on the left side. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Center, lift back up. Arms down, bend the knees. Tuck the tailbone, roll all the way down to your back. Arms down by your side. Let's do some more bridges. Feet parallel, hip distance apart. This time we hinge the hips up. Exhale, lift and tap down. Lift and tap. Reach the knees away from you as the hips come up. Press the shoulders down to the mat. Try to get your wrists down as well. Using the back of the arms and the mid-back muscles to assist here. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the legs up. We're going to go right into scissors. So imprint the spine. Exhale, right leg down, left leg up, and switch, and switch. If this starts to hurt your lower back, hands can go underneath the hips. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs to tabletop. Hands behind the head, right into crisscross. Left elbow to right knee, right elbow to left. Opposite leg reaches. Twisting. Staying stable here in the hips. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. Lower everything back down. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. And pull the knees into the chest. Releasing the lower back. Pull the shoulders down. Let the legs go out long. Arms up overhead. Bring the legs to tabletop. And let's start to do some toe taps here. So we're going to tap both toes down to the mat. Lift back up. Tap and lift. If you can keep a neutral spine here, then go for it. If you need to imprint, you can. And if you need to bring the hands down, place them under the hips to support the lower back, you can do that as well. So we're going to do 2 taps. 1, 2, hold, scissor kick, scissor kick. 2 taps, hold, scissor kick, 1, 2, kick, kick. 1, 2, kick, kick. Last set. 1, 2, kick, kick, and lower down. Let the legs go out long. Reach the arms up, tuck the chin, exhale, come all the way up, try to touch the toes, and hold here. Turn and face. We're gonna end here with some nice stretches. We're going to, so you wanna be in like a crisscross applesauce, but then we're gonna send the right leg out, keep the left leg in. Sit evenly on the sits bones, okay? And we're gonna stretch the left side of the lower back here. So this is gonna help for anybody with a tight lower back. So you're going to laterally bend here, trying to touch your right toes, but think ribs up and over the hips to stay long through the spine. Breathe here, feeling this muscle in the lower left side of our back elongating. It'll relieve pressure in the lumbar spine. And then lift back up, switch, bend the right knee and send the left leg out. Make sure the hip bones, sits bones are even. Rib cage is directly over the pelvis. And send the rib cage up and over the left side of the pelvis as you try to touch your left toes. Feeling that nice deep stretch in the bottom right side of the back now. And just inhale into the back, front, and side of the lungs. Filling the lungs like two balloons in the chest, and then exhale to release. Again, deep inhale. Fill the belly with air. Exhale, release, pull the abs in. And try to connect both feet. Try to send both knees down towards the mat. Again, sit up nice and tall. We'll do a couple of nice deep breaths to end. Inhale, breathe in through the nose. Open your rib cage like an accordion, nice and wide, pulling the shoulder blades down. Exhale, release the air out through pursed lips. Again, inhale, open the rib cage, fill the belly. Grow taller through the spine. Exhale, press the knees down as you release the air. And pull the core in nice and tight. Okay, let's come to a standing position. Feet are parallel, hip distance apart. Inhale, reach the arms up, go into a slight back extension. Reach taller and lift the toes up, balance. And lower the heels, lower the arms. Good job, everybody.